Hey, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Blake.
And we are Blamey.
I guess so.
So today we're going to talk about a book that we are both currently reading. We're midway through, a little more maybe. Just kind of our reviews, what we think is going to happen, how we're liking it so far, and I don't know, anything else we want to talk about.
All right. Are you going to go first here?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. So I'm midway. I think basically exactly halfway through Mad Ship. It is the second in the Live Ship Trader series by Robin Hobb. I'm a big Robin Hobb fan. I loved the first book of this series, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this book. There's a few interesting things that I discovered in the first book. The characters are excellent, and you hate them. And the interesting thing in here is I'm not feeling quite the same emotion of hatred for some of them, partly because a lot of bad things are happening to a bunch of them. But you're also starting to get these like tentacle webs of, oh, this is a bigger story. If that makes sense. Like before, it was really based around kind of this one story, one group of people. I'm really trying not to spoil it because I think you'll eventually read this book. But
thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, but one group of people and one ship, and there's just whispers and hints of this larger thing that seems to be happening. And it'll be interesting to me to see if it's actually resolved in this trilogy, because it doesn't seem like for the larger thing that's being laid out that there's enough time to resolve it in here. Which is interesting because in Robin Hobb's other one, the Farseer trilogy, kind of the same thing happens. Stuff's resolved, but it very clearly is like, wait a minute, there's these like magic systems and bigger worlds and a whole bunch of stuff, and you didn't really explain that. Like you like the smaller conflicts taken care of, but like anyways, so there's still a lot of that going on. I'm really excited to finish this. I've been plowing through it pretty good. You can tell the first one was good because as soon as I finished the first one, I picked up this and started it. So I imagine I'll get through this and go right into Ship of Destiny. I will do a review. I imagine we do a review of both of these together. I don't know if we're going to do like November wrap up or if we're just going to do a review of these two books. But you should go buy this book and read it. Actually, no. Go buy the first one first and then buy this one while you're at it because you're going to want this as soon as you're done. That's at least so far my review. As for what I think is going to happen, lots of the same stuff that's already happened. That's about all I can say of in a review that doesn't spoil anything.
Currently, I'm reading Crave, and I say that with like
trepidation.
Yeah.
Embarrassment.
So definitely the most ridiculous book I've read in a long time, but it sucked me in, and I can't put it down.
So I know nothing of this book other than it looks like it's a Twilight knockoff.
It's Twilight reincarnated.
And I'm pretty sure Twilight was a knockoff of another good book at some point as well. So if this is a knockoff of a knockoff, like how much satisfaction do you get in reading this book?
Satisfaction is not the word. It's just easy. I can just like totally just melt into it and not worry about like remembering this, and this, because there's no details about any of those things, so I don't have to remember histories or character lineage or anything crazy like that. So I'm just kind of guilty pleasure in it. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's really like at best, a 2-star book. I'm a little over halfway. I think I know who the bad guy's gonna end up being. Oh, we're just barely getting into like some answers, which is stupid because like why bring her to this school if you're not gonna give her anything? Like you're just gonna throw her to the wolves, so to speak.
There's wolves, I see.
That's not what I said. Maybe.
Well, the author's name is Tracy Wolf, so I'm assuming there's some wolves.
That's funny.
Fair enough.
So I mean, there's nothing like redeemable about the way she's writing the story or the characters or the like. I don't know what's happening. She's like describing a scene, and I'm like, wait, so what does it look like? What does that thing you're describing? What does that thing that's running towards you look like? Obviously,
so
there's no description.
Why do you like this book?
Because it's been a while since I've just read like full on YA. There's nothing, no strings attached. There's romance, and there's
So you're in it for the non-committal makeouts, basically?
Yeah, I guess
you don't have to commit to the story, but you want the makeouts?
I mean,
they make other books for that, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, Sign me up. No
Okay,
sex so far. I'm sure that's around the corner.
So vampires.
Mhm.
Okay. And wolves?
Yeah.
Is their heads being ripped off?
No.
Oh. Do they sparkle?
No.
Oh. Well, we've hit the extent of my Twilight knowledge.
Yeah, that is probably all of your Twilight knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll continue the series. If I do read the second one, it won't be for like a year from now. Just for another break like this. Like in between heavy books, you kind of just need to read some trash.
Yeah. Those really heavy YA fantasy novels you're reading.
Heavens. I just finished, 2 books ago. I finished Wheel of Time.
You're still feeling the weight of that one Wheel of Time book on your soul?
Yeah, you kind of got to rest from that. Anyway, it's fine. I don't think I'd recommend it, except for I did call my friend last night and tell her she needs to read it. So, depending on who your friends are, or depending on who you are, maybe you should read it. But don't expect like a phenomenal story or book in general.
Well, there's more kids. So, like and subscribe.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye. I'm just going to let her sit here and record saying mom a few times more.
Day in the life.
Notice she never says dad.